Can you build your training as you go? Yes, you absolutely can. This is something that is referred to as a live launch. And this is a really great way to beta test a product, a course or a coaching program, but in real life, in real time, without all of the overwhelming prep up front. So as an example for this, I, for real, did my Concept to Course launch like this many years ago. I had been teaching course creation for many years, face-to-face and in an online format, but I wanted to switch it to a coaching online format. And so I decided to test out this new delivery method live in case the way that I approached it wasn't quite right and it needed adjustments, changes, new content. And I wanted to be able to really deliver exactly what this particular group of people wanted there and then, to be able to iterate and adjust the program live in the moment throughout the program whilst it was taking place. And so if I pre-recorded a bunch of training how I thought this new format would work for my group, it would have been very fixed, it would have been very rigid, I would have had to have refilmed and redone a lot of work. Whereas what I got to do was really be very flexible and adaptable. Ask that group, what do you want to know? How do you want to learn it? What are you stuck on? What's eating you and upsetting you right now? What things are you just feeling really frustrated about? What would you really love to have happen? And I was able to adapt the training day by day to deliver that group of people exactly what they wanted, how they wanted, in a format that I hadn't quite tried in that particular delivery style before. And this is a very common way of putting out a brand new program so that you're not having to redo lots of work. So here is just one of many ways that you could do this. And in my particular example, many years ago when I started Concept to Course, basically what I did is I already knew what I was going to teach because I had been teaching this topic for many years beforehand. But even if you have never done your topic before, this still works. And in fact, it is a perfect approach if you have never ever taught what you're going to put together before. So basically, you're going to promote your proposed program. And yes, I highly recommend you make it paid, not free. A lot of people say it's the first time I'm delivering it, so I should give it away for free. Your expertise is still your expertise, okay? So please honor yourself, the respect of being paid for your time. Yes, this is the first time you've delivered this kind of thing in this kind of way, but you absolutely still have valuable expertise and it must be paid for. And you want to attract real customers so that you get real, proper, valid feedback, okay? If you're just getting in a bunch of friends for free or people that aren't that bothered because it's free, you're not going to get the right information. So, and you're not going to have a true, valid test, so to speak. So I would simply say, here is the outline of the course, design the outline, come on my Concept to Course program if you want to learn how to outline a course. Put your outline together and you would promote it in the same way you would promote something that you'd pre-recorded. And of course, there are many different ways to do that, whether it's organic marketing, paid advertising, partnerships. I teach all of the different ways that you can market a course, even if you have a big fat zero audience, a big fat zero email list, and you've never done any kind of marketing before. That's exactly what I'm here to help you with, right? Especially if you're starting from scratch. You can still start marketing, all right? But you're still going to market this program. And let's assume the marketing works because you followed my tips. And you're going to have your first few people in this program. What I did is I delivered it live. So I simply said, for my particular example, I had a 4-week program, 1 module per week, and I delivered that module via a group live coaching call once a week where everyone came together in that live call and I taught all of the core principles and training in that live call. I then took lots of questions and answers in that training at the end where I could continue to build upon all of the answers that people were asking that came up as a result of that particular training. So that then taught me, because of the questions that came up, next time I run the training, what else needed to be in module 1. Now, then I had a Facebook group for this particular group. As that week went by, because I gave everybody week 1 to go through and implement what I taught in the week 1 live training module, people were dropping their questions inside that Facebook group. I was encouraging them to every single day share their challenges, share their thoughts, share what they were struggling with, share what they were really excited about, share what their wins were. And from that, I really got to see which parts of that live training were effective, which parts of that live training needed more work, needed me to approach it from a different angle, needed me to simplify it, bit, needed me to add more detail. You get the point. And I then added to that live training week by doing pop-up live streams inside that secret Facebook group to just fill any other gaps that were coming up as a result of people's communication in the community. And then I simply repeated that process for week 2, 3, and 4. So by the time the 4-week program was over, not only did those people have the most personalized, highly valuable coach-led experience ever, because I was physically present every single day, answering every single question with a live stream. This is again why none of those people complained about paying full price for a live program. They actually said it was worth 10 times what they paid because of the personal support and attention they got and how customized the training had been to their particular needs. But also I got to really learn by the implementation of this in a real setting of exactly what I would now need to put together and redesign this program to look like as a pre-recorded course. And this was absolutely invaluable for, one, having the confidence and motivation to just get it done, to just go out there, serve people right now with what you have and know right now, use that opportunity to change people's lives, which by the way came out with my first version of that program having an absolute ton of 5-star reviews and amazing video testimonies. It also got all of those people raving about the program. My next one was a complete sellout again because all those people just recommended it to their friends. But I had this absolutely perfect design for the second time around because of what I knew needed to be in it from that live launch. So this is not the only way to launch a program. I just want to reiterate that, but it is one way that you could go about putting together your first course or coaching program. If that kind of method excites you, then this is a really good place to start. Some people get really overwhelmed with pre-preparing everything and therefore never launch. Other people love that idea of just being live in the room. They are less overwhelmed. They seem to just get into the flow easier when they know they've got people watching them live. They're on a Zoom call. They just fall into teaching much more comfortably. They can record those sessions and use that for content later on as well. Other people don't like live. It really freaks them out. They like to be able to prepare, edit, right? So the pre-recorded version works best for them. They're just some ideas for you of how you could take something that you know or a completely brand new thing for you and do it, launch it in a way that is less overwhelming, less upfront work, and gives you the flexibility to not only deliver an amazing experience, but to then provide you with a real solid plan for what to then go and spend your time in creating a much better production for the next time around. If you've got any questions at all, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, if you want to create your own online courses, coaching programs, or memberships, I'm a qualified teacher, trainer, curriculum developer, and course creation specialist. And I help you plan, produce, film, edit, do all your tech, and help you do your marketing on my Concept to Course group coaching program, where you get that course out of your head and launched out into the world with my help, support, guidance, mentoring, all the way through from concept to course. I'll see you there.